Fox Carolina First Alert Weather.
Yeah, it is just every time we talk about Hugo, it's just it brings back, I know, memories for so many of you that were living here at the time when we had winds that were up to hurricane force, even in the Western Carolinas. I mean, it was a crazy storm. Now, we have a pretty crazy one out there in Fiona right now at Cat 4, but it's not going anywhere near us. It's moving away, but it is going near Bermuda. There's Bermuda right there. It's going to avoid a direct hit, but they're on the nasty side of the storm. The onshore flow is going to create that wall of water, so there will be storm surge, flooding, and unfortunately the storm has not weakened much. It still has 130-mile-per-hour winds. It will weaken as it moves into the cooler waters in the northern Atlantic slowly, about 120-mile-per-hour winds there. But it'll still be packing winds over 100 miles per hour as it affects portions of Canada. So this storm really is going to pack a punch, but it's a fast mover too, so it's just not able to lose its intensity very fast. We're looking at a tropical storm Gaston in the northern Atlantic, no threat to land, but the big issue is going to be watching this one, see what happens. It's starting to really flare up with thunderstorm activity. This is not a tropical system yet, but it will likely be soon. As it becomes Hermine, there's a likelihood of that in the next couple of days. It's going to head through the Caribbean and then eventually hook north. Now, the big question is, how close will it come to our area or to the Carolina coast? That's still in question, but the trends have been carrying this storm over the Florida Peninsula instead of pushing it into the central Gulf of Mexico. Any impacts that we'd see in the Carolinas would likely be not until next week, and there are so many question marks still. We have a lot of time to watch this one, and a lot can change. So we will keep you posted as we're watching what could be Hermine, and it could be a significant hurricane since there's a lot of warm water out ahead of that storm. So next big thing, locally, we're talking about the cool. 55 degrees tonight in the upstate, 46 in the mountains. And looking ahead, if you're going to the Heritage Park Fair, temperatures are going to be in the 70s both Friday and Saturday in Seneca. What beautiful weather for that. If you're heading to Wake Forest, temperature 70 degrees at kickoff. What a nice one as Clemson takes on Wake Forest. And then in Columbia, Williams-Brice kickoff at 7:30, 72 and 67 by halftime. So as beautiful weather will make for an amazing Saturday, but then Sunday we will have a chance for some rain, mainly late in the day. And then by Monday and Tuesday, we clear up again. It's actually a cold front that's going to move through on Monday, and that's actually going to move south and potentially be a player in what steers what could be Hermine around Florida. So we're going to be keeping a close eye on the whole setup and let you know how that plays out. We're just so many days away. It really is hard to pinpoint those exact impacts. As we go into the weekend, watch out for a few showers late on Sunday, but otherwise a beautiful weekend for the mountains. Now let's talk about your riding forecast. It's sponsored by Harley-Davidson of Greenville. My goodness, what a great weekend to get out and take a ride. Only a small chance of rain late on Sunday in the upstate, and for the mountains, we'll be talking about showers late Sunday, but otherwise most of Sunday looks pretty good, and Saturday will be just spectacular. Watch out for a little bit of a breeze out of the east-northeast, about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Of course, you'll want to check in on the morning news 4:30 to 10 a.m. for the latest on your forecast as you get your day started.